Hi, I'm Ellie Cook for Dentistry Today, and it is my great pleasure to be sitting here today with Ms. Connie Podesta, who is keynote speaker, author, therapist. The list goes on. We'd be here all day.
We could stop there.
But she does it all, and we're here at Zero World to talk about how she is addressing dentists this weekend at the meeting. First of all, thank you so much for joining us today. It's wonderful to have you here. You speak with dentists a lot. What is your main message for them?
That this is a business, all right? I think so often, and you know, I talk to so many dentists because I'm a therapist. I end up doing counseling and talking, and they'll pick me up the night before an event and we'll go to dinner, you know, them and their staff, and we end up getting deeper into all the things. And most of the dentists say the same things to me. They go, we went to dental school and we definitely know how to do dentistry. But somewhere along the way, they forgot to teach us how to sell, and they forgot to teach us how to market, and they forgot to teach us how to do PR, and they forgot to teach us how to manage people and lead people and create a team and evaluate people and have crucial conversations. So, you know, as for me, going into businesses and helping them be successful, I really can relate to the dentist because they're trying so hard to do their job without all of these skills that surround doing the dentistry is this piece, but all the pieces of running a business, a successful business, are huge, and they struggle with that. So basically, dental groups bring me in so I can get down to the business of helping them make more money.
And that's what we all really want to do at the end of the day.
But yet helping them make more money in a way that also increases the service and the care of their patient. So both go together. It is possible to run a great business, be a reputable business person, be an outstanding sales and marketer, and also be a good human being that wants to help take care of people. And sometimes dentists have a hard time with that. They feel like, you know, if they admit that it's a business, or they admit that they'd like to make more money, or they go out and sell and market, then somehow that's diluting their willingness and what their desire to help people and help people be well and help people be better. But it doesn't have to. They can really go together.
So you're helping them find a balance between the two.
Yes.
What they want to do and what they have to do.
Right.
So without giving away too much of your presentation here, but we are speaking to people who maybe couldn't make it here. What are some of your key points that you would give a dentist?
Well, one is, probably a main one is that there's a climate to every dental office. There's a climate to every industry. There's a climate to every school you walk in. There's a climate to every hospital you walk in, every small dry cleaners that you walk in. There's a feel, there's a culture. And I often tell the story about leaving a dentist that I'd had for several years because the climate, the culture around, how I felt, okay, sitting in a chair even when no one was in the room. There was so much tension between people that work there, between the dentist and the partner, between the dentist and the people that work there. And so that's where I start. I start with the fact that let's forget the patient. And they go, oh, no, the patient's number one. And I always say patient isn't first. I say something very opposite. I say the patient is never number one. Because if the patient's number one, it means you won't nurture your own environment. Your office team has to be first. They have to be healthy and sane and functional. They have to be able to communicate and talk. They have to be able to come to work and work together as a team without being gossiping and whining and passive aggressive. They have to be a solid entity that works together. And when that's a solid entity that's healthy and sane and functional, then when you open the doors and the patients walk in, then the patient gets to take advantage and leverage all of that. So I say, let's put the patient aside and let's get your team healthy. You know, let's get your team to a place where they want to help each other and they want to work together, and where the dentists are true leaders and managers and people are true team members. And once we can get there, then it's unbelievable how much the patients like to come to their office. And then they tell everybody, because the biggest sales and marketing for a dentist is word of mouth. It is the number one. It's the only thing I use. You know, so if I go to anyone and I love them, I will tweet it, Facebook it, tell everybody about it, post it all over and that's how people are right now.
These days with social media, you can reach a lot of people really fast.
So it's a different message. Put the patient number 2.
Yeah, but it makes sense when you explain it.
It's kind of like on the airplane when they tell you to put your own mask
yes.
on first, and then hand
and
it
then
to the
help.
child.
Yeah.
Well, I'm telling dentists, put your own mask on first. Take care of yourself first. Get your own oxygen. Get your own ways of conduct. Figure out what your message is going to be, what your spirit's going to be, what it's going to feel like, and then you open your door.
And everything else kind of falls into place.
It pretty well does fall.
That.
So often what dentists bring me in for, they'll bring me into an office to fix something. And what's wrong? Well, this patient does this and that does this and this one woman does this and this does that. But then as I get them at a team, it's really none of those things. Those are all just symptoms. Those are symptoms of a deeper problem. It's, you know, when you think of a dental office, it's tiny.
Yes.
And it's one of the most intimate jobs in the world. I mean, it's not tiny and you're all got your space. You're like in everyone's space. Sometimes you're sitting inches from someone. And if you don't like this person, if you don't respect this person, you don't feel comfortable with this person, you can feel that in an office.
It's tangible.
So I help dentists become CEOs. I mean, my job is to help them become the most amazing CEO, the CEO who not only loves to lead, but wants to lead. I have so many dentists that, you know, if some of the people in the office will come and say there's a problem, that dentist, he or she will go, I don't want to hear about that, I don't want to hear about that, you just take care of it. Well, I want to create a group of leaders that say, let's hear about it, let's talk about it. Often dentists, they don't like to have crucial conversations. They don't want to deal with some of the issues that come up. So if you can have an office where people deal with issues face to face, they're assertive, they talk to each other, they solve problems, they bring things to the forefront, they have good meetings. It's amazing how the money will double. You know,
just for good communication.
Well, healthy offices have a healthy spirit and a healthy climate, and when people walk in, they tell everybody about it, and their business builds and their business grows, and that's the way it goes.
Oh, that's so
when you've got a grumpy office, no one wants to go.
Yeah.
I don't care how good the dentist is.
You can tell
if
right
everyone's
away.
grumpy or mad and people don't like each other, so I'm really all about helping dentists make more money, but the way I get to that is by helping them and their team get along.
That's excellent. Well, I have so many other questions. I wish we could talk all day. I'm sure we could. But we'll catch up with you another time, hopefully. And if people want to find out more about you, find out where you're speaking, do you have a website where they could go?
Sure. ConniePodesta.com.
Okay, that's easy enough to remember.
All
Thanks
right.
so much for your
thank
time
you.
today.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thanks for watching.